galactic civil war spreads across the sun. From the heights of Coruscant to fiery Mustafar, to fight the evil empire, for people join the fray. These are the heroes of the Hydian Way.
Welcome to Heroes of the Hydian Way. This is a Star Wars actual play podcast, and we're playing in Edge Studios' Age of Rebellion system. This is Arc 2, Episode 3 of The Hard Road. I'm Ben, and the GM for this adventure. I'm using they-them pronouns.
And I'm Joy. I use she/her. I play Kedra Javik, a sharpshooter.
I'm Erica. I use she/her, but I'm playing Norin Gremian, who goes by they/them, and they are an engineer-scientist.
I'm Zach. I use they/them pronouns. I play Shin Shazin, who uses he/him pronouns. He is an infiltrator interrogator.
And I'm Henry. I use she/they pronouns, and I'll be playing Isacel An, who uses she/her pronouns, and I'm the ship's pilot and captain.
Huzzah. And now, for Destiny.
Oh yeah, rolling things. Whoops. That's not what I wanted.
Erica, I love you.
That should work.
No!
Hey!
I got two dark side.
Two
I
night
got
side.
Nice.
Oh, where are my butterfly clips?
Alright.
Oh no. So, Erica and Norin bringing all the light side for us today.
Yeah, I'm just
You're
the dark
welcome.
side. It's okay. I just shoot somebody, okay?
Are we missing?
Okay, I do hate to break it to y'all, but D1 has seemingly lost one of the dark side.
I see. I was going to say, are we missing one of these?
1, 2.
1, 2, 3,
Three,
4. Yeah,
four.
there should be
Four.
4 dark side points.
If I remember right, this should work? Yes. Haha. It is now set right.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got 2 light side, 4 dark side, soon to be like 5 light side, 1 dark side.
D1, how could you?
D1 trying to help us.
I mean, D1 is better than Dice Maiden. Dice Maiden hates me.
D1 and I are coming to some common ground, it feels like, lately. I don't want to overstep my bounds, D1. I'm sorry if I am. I feel like we're becoming friends.
D1 keeps me on my toes, so.
I have this weird cold feeling in the back of my spine now. I don't know what's going on. We'll cut to like the trip out here. So like we're all just in the ship on our way to this before we have all of the horrible things we're learning about Shen. And we're just in the, break room and the getting calf in the morning. Hey, it's been a while, but I figured we should get to know each other a little bit more, I was thinking about something that happened a while back, and I gotta know, what's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to any of you, like, on the job? What's, like, the strangest thing that's happened to you on the job?
Oh. I can tell you, strangest thing that happened to me while I was working. So, a hunter, okay?
Yeah.
So I was up in the tree, and I'm waiting for my victim, my prey. And victim, I don't mean person.
God.
Yeah, I was hunting. So I'm waiting, and then all of a sudden, an animal climbed up the tree and scared me because I thought it was going to eat me. Much like a bear, but not a bear. But it climbed up, and so I had to slowly move down and move away so that it wouldn't do anything to me. And so I was very scared, and so I got off of that tree and went on a different tree. It was very scary. That was so strange to me. Most of the time, no animal come near me. except the one that I tried to kill. And then I kill it, and then we eat it. It was so yummy.
Weird. Yeah, that's... You have a very interesting life, Keitra.
Oh, I think so too. You want to come into my hometown? I show you around my village, and we go hunting together. You will have so much fun.
As long as they don't mistake me for prey or victims
No,
or
no,
whatever.
no. We don't hunt people unless they hunt us. We only hunt animals to eat.
Captain, what about you? Something crazy had to happen while you were flying. I don't believe that nothing happened.
You're
Ever.
going to be surprised. There was a weird thing that happened once, but only weird because I still don't know how it happened. So, remember how I said I liked racing around on ships in the time between being a freighter pilot and when you met me, correct?
No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to tell you that. So, I used to race ships all the time.
Nora, did you know this?
Hmm?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, one time, I was in a race, and underground race. It was great. I won it. What I did not know was that I thought a great treasure was, the pot. Turns out a great treasure was a date with a senator's daughter. It was nice. She was very kind. She bought me dinner. And then I had to leave the planet. I don't think I need to clarify that.
No, yeah, that sounds about right. A senator's daughter? Wow, that's... I guess they gotta get away sometimes. I can't even... Wow, before I think too much about this, because I don't want to ask any questions, Norin, what about you? Something weird?
A Phyrexian skull borer escaped containment, killed several of my coworkers until I beat it to death with a keyboard.
Huh. That tracks, actually. Yeah. That is weird, but, honestly, I thought I'd be more surprised after I heard that, but I'm glad to have you around, Norin. Yeah. No, I had a previous employment with an information broker, and I was going after a target, and something happened. I had to go to the bathroom, and I was in this. It was like an office building, so I found the bathroom, and I was in the bathroom, and my target happened to walk in. I didn't recognize him because I was in the bathroom. I wasn't looking, and this dude wouldn't stop talking. He just kept talking and talking on his phone, and was answering like all of the questions that I needed to ask him to the person on his communicator while he was using the bathroom. It was so strange. I'm like, first off, who talks on a communicator? Bathroom. Why are you doing this? And then it's like, but yeah. And then as I was washing my hands, well, there we go. I don't have to ask direct questions anymore. It was weird, and nobody fell asleep that day.
Our definitions of weird are so different. I love it.
That is amazing.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. I couldn't.
Norin describes the most horrifying thing that has ever happened in their life.
I imagine Shin was just looking at you unblinking as you finished it and just waited for a second. It was just like...
And Norin was completely deadpan about it too, like staring into the middle distance.
The camera picks up, looking into a star field, and slowly starts settling down. Off in the distance, you can see the curve of a gas giant, like truly massive planet, something that's almost incomprehensibly large. But you can see the curve of it as it's like you've got an orange band, a cream band, and a lime band that you can see. As the camera seems to be slowly trailing down, you can see the Codfather off to the side and a little connection tube connecting to this large, long ship that has out of the back where you can see the exhausts. Only one of those are lit on the back. It's this big rectangular ship, looks very bulky. The lights on it are pretty much out. Like, you can see how there's a observation deck towards the back, and looking in, you can see people looking out and like little points of light as people move lanterns around. But it looks like even the backup lighting is starting to go. The camera pushes forward, sliding between the two ships, and you can see this cavernous hangar bay towards the top, that the doors to it are open. In looking inside, there's some flickers of emergency lighting, like the red lights just spinning, indicating that there's no atmosphere or hazardous atmosphere in there, but there's no ship, no shuttle. And the hangar bay is big enough for like a Falcon-sized ship to be in. The camera pans forward almost to the front, where it's got this thick neck that goes up to a bridge, and right at the neck of the ship is where the Codfather is connected over. And the camera pans into this air bridge and turns in towards the ship. There's a Rhodian there with their little stubby antenna like ears on top of their head and a long snout. A little bit of a scraggly mustache on them. They've got a powdered blue hat on that's got a gold embossed bantha face. He's standing there with, if I remember right, it was Isazel and Shen that went over?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The internal lights seem to be, they are not on. The emergency lights seem to be browning out. They are giving off some light, but it's not as much as if the normal harsh spotlight of emergency lighting. It's trying that, but it just doesn't have enough power to do that. You can see crew running around. There's a maintenance crew that's close by that seems to be trying to replace some cabling. You can hear the echoes of a large room nearby where it sounds like kids are trying to be kept quiet, but as kids always, they never really are. Oh, well, I am so glad that you were able to hear our call. After the things that we have been through, I didn't think anyone would be hearing our call or coming, let alone. Now, we do have some people who have taken some atmosphere and they do need medical help. We've got them on oxygen themselves, but our medical facilities are very, well, they don't really have power right now, and the droids that we have are shut off to conserve power. The gonks are about the only reason why the bridge is keeping power at the moment. Are you able to provide any medical assistance? And do you happen to have any, well, it's been a thing. First, there was an engine explosion. Bad thing happened. We dropped out of hyperspace. There was this planet. The engines cascaded one after another. We were able to save the one. We had two, but it was just worked too hard. And then, as we were starting to make our way out of that atmosphere, a Imperial came. And I'm not quite sure how they found us so quickly, but there was an Imperial ship that came. It was some form of frigate. And I don't know what they were doing, but they took our hyperdrive. They boarded us with stormtroopers. It was terrifying. And they unmounted our hyperdrive and took it.
They blatantly walked in and just confiscated your. Wow, that's kind of unheard of.
It's the first time I've heard of something like this too, and well, if I didn't live through it, I wouldn't have believed it. Then, after all of that happened, the command crew, at which point they'll like twist their hands and just sort of flail around, they decided to leave with the heads of the families.
Wait, the captain and everyone left?
There was the command crew of about 10 and most of their leads, and then also the heads of the families. And by that was another 15 people. And I've been trying to keep everyone together and doing what we can to repair the ship, but it's been hard with everything failing. They took the ship that was supposed to be our shuttle from ship to shore, and they said they were going out to try and get, and he phrases his three-fingered hands and does air quotes, get help, but they haven't come back yet. They haven't made any communications. I think they've just abandoned us.
My friend, do not worry. We're here to help alleviate this situation. I have a few things for our plan, but we're gonna we need to get moving quickly. She kind of looks over her shoulder back to the ship. I have a plan that might be able to get this ship moving, but we need to prepare first. First, she looks over to Shen. She's like, Shen, I need you and Kidra to take the most vulnerable and the most hurt of the civilians here onto our ship. We need to start getting them medical attention.
Roger that. Is there anyone who's not capable of moving that we need to bring special equipment for when Kidra comes, their third mate?
If you have... We do have a few hover beds, but no, between the hover beds we have, and if you were able to help one or two, they would be able to all make it over. We've got a dozen.
Does your docking ring have a power transfer capability, or is there any way that we could transfer any bit of energy over here?
I didn't even consider that. Yes, we should be able to transfer at least some power over.
At least to get auxiliary up, so we can have lights.
Yes.
Life support, maybe.
Shen, we had the same idea, because I was planning on using our ship as a battery for this one. And then I'm going to need Norn for the next part of our plan, which I'm not sure if it'll work, but I need some measurements and a good brain. And she turns on her intercom.
Hey,
Norn,
what?
Kidra,
Yeah.
are you there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Kidra, you and Shen are going to start moving people across with Hookman and the rest of the crew. Norin, me and you are going to connect our power to the auxiliary power of this ship and get some lights going. And then we're going to go measure for something I don't know if has been done before. Have you ever transferred a hyperdrive engine while in space?
No.
Well, we're about to do the experiments. You can pull one out, you can put one in. We could do whatever the Imperials can do, but better.
The
Kidra, when you come, have Hookman and Aziz grab some more hover beds from the cargo pod.
Okay, more hoverboards. Okay.
Wait, don't we need our hyperdrive?
We have backup.
We have a backup, and also we can, if we can get the dock
Didn't we
going
just
again,
give
or at
them
least
our backup.
we'll see which one fits better. Don't be so stingy.
I'm not being stingy. I'm being practical.
Now it's just Isacel and Norn arguing over the radio. It's like, yes, but practicality means that we should get the bigger engine on the bigger ship.
Third mate, could you show me to the wounded, please?
Yes, up this way.
Gotta get out of here.
Wouldn't our backup be the exact same size of the engine we already have installed?
Same size, but they're not
Yes.
as powerful.
Third Mate Jigs is taking you to their medical facility, which that's about the only place that actually has droids going. And almost all of them have like those breather masks from Empire Strikes Back on. A couple of them, well, one looks wet, like they had been in back to tank, but they've been fished out.
All right. Get the ones who are the most wounded here. Get these ones on the stretchers first, and then we'll. If anyone like is just wounded enough that they need me to take a look real quick, we can do some quick some triage real quick while we wait. Otherwise, start prepping the most wounded on the few stretchers that we have, and we'll get ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone that looks like they could just like maybe need stitches or
All of them have the breathing masks on, like they're getting pure oxygen or whatever their atmosphere of preference is. So oxygen,
okay.
Since it's
Would they need like? Would they be like? Are they out of food and stuff? Would I be able to with something like passing out like pocket snacks? Like, oh, I've got.
I mean, pocket snacks are always welcome,
okay.
but the ship itself is stocked for a long journey.
Okay, it's just power and engines.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, the sublight and hyperdrive engines are either missing or destroyed.
You know, they say chocolate in these times is really good for morale. Y'all want some candy? I have some chocolate bars here. Hold on. Always carry a few. Yeah. Hey, break that up. Share it. Don't. Hey, I saw that. Break that up. There's pieces. That's why you snap them and you pass them. Yeah, there you go.
Yes. This way to the forward airlock. This way to the forward airlock.
The medical droid with their stick-like legs is just walking towards the door and with their needle hand directing people.
Whoa, hey, that's kind of threatening. Whoa. Yeah, I'll start escorting people towards the ship to get the cargo pod ready. I'm sure we'll pass Keitra and Hookman and Aziz on the way. Droid, can you take them once we? I'll get them to our ship. Can you get these two or these three back to your med bay so we can continue the process here?
I got a bed for you. You take a nap?
Oh, it's not for me. Follow the droid. Go back to their med bay. Needs people carried in.
Oh, okay. I follow then. Let's go, Hookman. Be good boy. Let's go.
Shin just pats Hookman on the shoulder. Good luck. He gets like finger guns to Aziz.
I think they want to take a nap, but we go help them, okay? It be nap time.
Yeah. Right. Well, looks like they got a face full of whatever it was outside.
Oh.
Kind of like what you were doing out there. Just, well, don't think they had your breather.
I see. So they need to get better oxygen, yes.
Yeah. And with the way the lights are, yeah. All right. Okay, that one seems to be needing to still lay down there. Now, yeah, how about you four just sit on this bed and the little one is going to move you over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Medics is going to be all okay with you. As he just gives a quick salute and starts getting the hover stretcher out. And the little bottom light from the repulsor engine is on. Little running light is about the only light they're getting as it runs down the hallways.
Meanwhile, Norin is checking out the hyperdrives on our own ship.
Well, first is power.
Yeah.
Whilst talking about theories of hyperdrive engine transfers.
Yeah. Okay, first, yeah. Getting the power patched in. I do want to get a combined mechanics check between the two. And I'll toss in a boost for a semi-competent crew that's nearby.
Semi-competent, semi-conscious.
And it is going to be a red, a purple, and a setback for difficulty. And I'm using a
Yellow,
destiny
yellow,
point for my
yellow,
red.
green,
Because I'm-
red, purple.
How many ranks in mechanics do you have? Does Norin have, Erica?
3.
3? Oh, we're using yours. Just get a boost from me because I also have 3. So it's just like it's not.
Blue. Yellow, 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 green, red, purple, blue. Let me double check my talent tree.
Someone might have Gearhead.
No. I have Utility Belt. I have Stroke of Genius.
Oh, so you've got all the fun ones.
Inventor. Tinkerer.
My backpack full of like supplies and repair equipment. My toolkit.
Yeah, I think that looks like good. Roll. Boop.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Whoa!
3 success.
3
1
successes.
advances, and 2
One-
triumphs.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Wow.
So awesome.
Annihilated that roll. They actually
It's
had
because
a
I
spare.
speak binary. That's why D1 likes me.
Oh wow, that's actually makes the most sense of anything I've heard for any reason. D1 likes anybody.
So yeah, we get power back. Definitely.
Yeah, with the successes, you get auxiliary power back. What are you going to do with the 2 triumphs?
Oh,
What had
Oh.
gone wrong with their sublight engine to begin with?
They're not 100% certain. The 6 of the 7 units, pods, what have you, are down. 5 of them went when they exited hyperspace. 1 burnt out because they were driving it so far past redline. And the 7th one is on the edge. But 1 is not enough to run even auxiliary power on the ship.
Yeah, no. At least one of the triumphs is occupied with figuring out what went wrong with the engines, if not fixing them.
Okay.
I have an idea for that. And I don't know if this will mess with the story at all, but I want to see what your thoughts on using it for that one is when talking about, like, you know, connecting to power, going through it and realizing it's more of we need to fix the fuel lines. Like, nothing too gigantic or we can't do it because if all of them went out at once.
Some Imperial accidentally stepped on the fuel line and pinched
Oh.
it.
Well, you say accidentally.
Yes, that's fair.
I'm saying someone's sabotaging.
So, no,
So much sabotaging in this game.
Okay, using what has just been said, throwing a tiny bit of cold water on the sabotage thing because I don't like repeating myself that often for plot points. This one is there was a fuel type mix-up that then caused the engines to burn too hot. What knocked them out of hyperspace is not known. But the engines, they essentially took too rich a fuel and burned. So they're fixable. The sublight engines are eminently fixable. They definitely need parts, but I mean, half of the cargo pod that got attached is a workshop. Yeah, the hyperdrive itself is missing, but that's beside the point. What you're asking was the sublights, which, yeah, most of them, they got too rich a fuel, which then caused heat damage to it.
Which explains the cascade failure.
Okay, so those engines, it's a direct, it's not easy, but it's a direct fix.
Yep. Fairly straightforward.
We do have one more triumph to work with. What we doing, Erica?
I think I have a spare hyperdrive under my bunk. No.
This is in my back pocket.
Right?
That part, no.
Well, I want to fix the sublight engines. Like, we have the spare hyperdrive in order to replace their hyperdrive, but I want to make sure that they have the sublight engines for when they get out of hyperspace to wherever they're going. Because you don't use a hyperdrive to enter atmosphere.
No.
Well, you can. It's just really not recommended.
Yeah, y'all won't. Isacel might.
The planet probably wouldn't appreciate it.
So one triumph to identify the problem, and the second
Yep.
triumph to fix the problem.
Or to have all of the stuff on hand to fix the problem.
Yeah, that seems more like a.
I mean, that works for me.
I mean, I got a way to flavor how we have all the stuff on ship ready to go for that. So remember how I used to talk about Isacel before this would do all the like racing and stuff like that
Oh, God.
until she found the crew?
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
you know when you got to do like in Fast and the Furious, you use nitrous oxide to enrich your fuel to go really fast.
No.
Isacel has had problems with this, where it's just like she's done this exact thing, controlled and blown out her engine. So in the ship, she's like, "Oh, I have all this stuff ready to fix something like that." Have you not ever gone with extra rich fuel for your? No, just me. I can fix it.
I've seen this once or twice.
I may have done this once or twice in the past.
And only in the past, right?
Walks away.
Hey, you know comms are on. I need an answer to that question, Captain. Please.
The dozen patients have been transferred over to the Codfather. Medics and Ouch are working on them. And at that point, power starts coming back on. The auxiliary power for the ships comes back. There is a fairly quick, like within a minute, all of a sudden everything stops smelling anywhere near as stale as it did. You can tell that the air purifiers are now on at full capacity. Now it's almost like the air on a space station where it's like super processed, like really, really clean. Is oh good. The that was a bit worrying. I was worried that the livestock would have bad consequences. It's been a week.
Don't worry, the week is almost over. Isacel's not taking off her suit, by the way. On the off chance we got to make a jump or something like that.
No.
Just Isacel, turn to Norin. Don't take off the suit. We might have to go like off the ship or make a jump just in case.
Okay. There is one other bit of weirdness that I just, now that things are not quite as dire as they had been, I don't know what to do with it, but it's a thing. If you'll come with me,
Eye contact.
since Isabel and Norn are there, that would be who Jig is grabbing.
And then little nod back to Norin. Just like, it never ends, does it?
No. No, it does not.
Well, Third Mate Jigs is leading you down the back of the ship. You're seeing that there is a lot of people on this ship. Probably in the neighborhood of 400 or 500 people, maybe a bit more. And yeah, it's families. You can see like a couple Lothcats coming around. Like, it's very much a family type ship. Then you get about halfway down the ship, by your estimation, and stop at this very ornate looking door. Everything else is like bare steel. This one is a painted yellow door, and across it is Colony Affairs. Don't mind the label on it for right now. Hits the door open with a closed fist, and the whoosh of the door, and inside you see there's a human in there with somewhat haggard looking uniform. Looks to be a lieutenant in the Imperial Navy. So with the gray uniform with that silly hat, and the relatively small command bars and one command cylinder. Yes. Oh, you're coming in to talk to me again. I told you, I didn't know that they were going to do that. It doesn't matter how much you try and...
Isasel just puts her hand up.
What is this?
So you kept one.
What kept one? Kept one what? Why is there an Imperial... Is he tied up? Is he being held as a prisoner?
I'm going to go with yes.
Why is
Yes.
there an Imperial officer imprisoned on the ship?
Well, you see, when they barged in and stole our hyperdrive, this one was leading the engineering crew. He stayed when they took the hyperdrive, and they left him. So when we were somewhat sure they weren't coming around anymore and weren't coming back for him, we, decided to make sure he couldn't cause any more issues and locked him in here. There isn't really anything in here that he can do to mess up the ship more, so we just locked the door.
Looking at the Imperial officer, look at Cheech is like, Cheech, I respect what you did. Don't worry, we could take it here. I have a command of my ship. Look over to the Imperial officer, but we need to give him a medical check. We'll do it away from everyone else. We have a laboratory. Need to make sure he's okay, and because we do not want to anger the Imperials once we find our way back. Look at the Imperial officer. Now, for safety reasons of this crew, because if I untied you, it would probably traumatize them. I will have to keep you tied up as we bring you back to our ship.
And he just glares.
That doesn't help you anything at all. Looks over, gets on the radio. Shen, I need you to prepare the lab medical bay.
The pod bay or the ship bay?
The ship bay. We have an Imperial officer who we need to make sure is okay. For the good of the Empire.
Yeah. Oh. No, don't worry. I read you, Captain. Got it.
Thank you, Shen.
Oh no, thank you, Captain.
I look at the Imperial officer. It's like, we need to go back to ship to pick up some supplies anyway, so we're going to take you there, get a private checkup, for what an Imperial officer deserves. And when we start walking him, Isasel's going to make sure... Isasel looks at Ron, the other side of him. Grab him with her left arm, because on her right side is her blaster. Just goes, make sure that hand's free. And looking at Cheech, now, make sure, start taking care of everyone, make sure everyone's okay. If you know anyone else that needs medical attention, you take them to the pod. We'll take care of this one. First, we need to make sure there was...
blaster?
A what?
Can I see your blaster?
Isa turns to Nora, it's like, of course, Nora, you could see my blaster. She takes it out of her hand and hands it, what's it called? Grip first.
What the griff is going on here?
And then I should move stuff around. I'm unbalanced. Takes her plasma cutter in case we need it, and puts it in her they're not called sheets for guns. What are they called again?
Holster?
Holster, there it goes. She now has her plasma cutter in her holster. Okay, let's go. Sorry, Mr. Officer, Mr. Person Officer, what's your name again?
I am Lieutenant Trellway. Onit Trellway.
Did you say your first name's on it? You definitely weren't on it in this mission where she giggles a little.
What?
It looks at no one else laughing. It was fun. When I tell Shen's gonna find it funny.
Shen's not exactly the best judge of top tier humor, Captain, but whatever. Lieutenant, let's get you to the med bay on our ship.
We're gonna start walking him back.
I am thinking that...
I have something to help if you want to roll for this.
Okay.
All right, so since this guy's an Imperial officer, we know they like order and all that stuff. Can I make a leadership check to this crew and like the crews in general, just to tell everyone? It's just like try to make this guy feel comfortable that oh no, this is an actual legitimate captain, not some random pirate or something.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah, kind of just like telling everyone, keep aside, let's keep working, make sure the sick taken care of. Shen, how's that lab going? All right, thank you for the update. Gidra, good job. Rifle,
Keidra, I
holster?
might need your help in here.
Oh, yes, I help. I got lots of people who were tired and needed help.
Bring your tools.
Tools? You need my sniper?
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I got it.
All right, so what's the difficulty on this one?
Okay, to keep everyone calm, yeah, it's going to be a 2 red. On account
Awesome.
of amount of people and whatnot. Yes.
All right, and could someone burn a destiny point? Because I'm using that in this one, so I can have 3 yellows instead of just 2.
Why have you been so
he said, so I'm just going to look at Norn. Like, no, I'm always kind to our Imperial friends. What do you like, Norn? Stop being so paranoid. This is what. All right, so that's gonna be 3 yellows, 2 reds. Can I get a boost because since Issa actually is a captain of this ship, everyone's most of the crew and people are gonna be listening to her right away.
Okay, I can get behind that. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So 3 yellows, 2 reds, and a blue. Let it roll.
Woohoo! Ooh, that blue saved you.
Oh, that blue saved me.
The air of actually being a captain has saved you.
One
That
success.
is kind of funny.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know. I feel like we should just listen to her. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. She seems to know what she's doing. She's wearing a cool vest.
Oh, I know you have the cool vest. I'm wearing the space
Oh, that's
suit
right.
still.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I couldn't even grab the blaster anyway because I would have to hold the helmet in that other arm.
Yeah, see, earlier I thought you were saying that you were holding the blaster.
Oh, no,
been
it's
like mag
on
to
him.
your belt.
Oh,
or
no, it's in
something.
the holster. I'm just making sure that if he tried anything stupid, he wasn't going to go far.
I sort of figured that Trollwave would. He's been there for like a week under their tender, loving care, so he's seeing new people as probably better to be around. So,
Yeah.
especially with that, I'm figuring that if anything, because you did get a threat on the roll, I'm figuring that he's trying to move as quickly as he can since he does know his way around the ship. The pin on his officer's cap shows that he's from the engineering corps. You know how in video games where they've got the escort quest where the NPC is moving faster than a walk but slower than your run speed?
Oh,
God.
yeah.
That is exactly what he's doing. Like, he's not jogging. Like, he's power walking.
It's definitely not walking.
Like, where you can actually see the knees doing the hyperextension kind of thing, but not actually hyperextension.
I can imagine just Nord and he's every once in a while have to do like a little extra step to keep up.
Makes it to the front airlock and then just clicks his heels together as still with his hands cuffed behind him. Or, yeah, they would absolutely have binders. So, yeah, he's got his hands bound behind him. Oh, you've come on that. I see.
It's much easier to blend in when you have a ship that blends, you know? You can't just be going everywhere in the nicest, biggest ship out there. Sometimes you need to make sure no one sees you, even when they see you.
It suits our line of work.
So I see. Across this gangway, I assume?
Yes, follow us this way. That's the laboratory, the lab/medical metrical bay is very close after.
Alright. Yeah, then continue across the gangway to the into the Codfather, and then just getting led into the medical facility.
So I'm guessing
Medicine
Shen and
lab.
Keidra are there already, right?
You radioed across, so yeah, unless they are doing something extremely time intensive.
Have you ever
they're-
seen
No.
Spaceballs? At the very beginning, when Barf has got his headphones on and he's eating his dog food and he's just like rocking and shaking around and just dancing and jamming. That's what Shen is doing as he's kicking off his spacesuit.
Look, I was like, Shen, Keidra, I need your help with that friend here. We need to make sure everything's okay. And
Oh,
when we get him close to the bed, I'm just gonna call someone poke Shen.
I poke him.
Oh yeah, we're ready. Is he here?
All right.
I have something
Yes.
for him.
I got something.
Is he in the room yet?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
with us.
Or as he walks in the room, Shen's just gonna. I want to maybe make a medicine check to come up behind him and stick him in the neck with something. Hold on, what is this?
Oh no.
Oh no, this almost sounds more like a melee check.
Oh no.
I mean,
No?
I'll take the medicine check, don't get me wrong. It just sounds like...
Hold on,
I got
something.
bullet with your name on it.
No, wrong
Hold
one,
on,
Keidra,
hold on.
wrong
No, no,
one.
we're supposed
Oh,
to-
wrong
wait,
one.
wait,
Oh,
wait.
stun. My
Wait,
bad. Stun.
till we
I
do
got
the
stun
lights
on.
thing.
I got
Turn-
stun for you. Yes.
So turn the lights. We're supposed to with that plan. We're gonna turn the lights off, and you're gonna sit in the corner and have the gun barrels sticking. We'll get there.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm
Let
so
us
sorry.
kick-
I messed up. I tried to sit, but I forgot.
Yeah, there aren't any chairs. I didn't know where I was gonna have you sit anyway. There's just countertops. Hold on. What is?
I sit here. I just like sit on top of a counter. I scoot up on top of the counter. I sit here and I try to look intimidating.
Looks over to the Imperial officer. She's a hunter. You just learn to live with it.
Yeah, I shoot things and kill things and then eat them. It's very yummy.
Yeah, I have worked with some people like that before, yes. I'm gonna go with, it will be a 1 red, 1 purple, because I'm using this and figuring, it's going average medical check with a upgrade once because of Destiny Point. Even though that roll seems to be
let's
not
see.
going well for me today.
I have a skill for this. Let me see.
And we got something else too.
Character wound. Oh, I'm not healing wounds. Never mind.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we are technically holding him down and keeping him like steady before.
I mean, I
Okay.
could go with, if you want to do that, I'm with it.
Oh,
Don't
Oh,
get
you
me
want
wrong.
to make Norin panic even more. Got it.
or just take a boost. I don't know anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, a boost as, you walk up behind them and
Looks like you've got his arms. Oh, here we go. Oh no, a failure.
there's a lot of blank
are you
yellow
kidding
dice.
me? I had such a good pool. I was like, I don't need to use a lot of Destiny point. I'll be totally fine.
I mean, considering what the pool was,
Yeah.
I could be. No, I'd be willing to let you retroactively use a Destiny point to get green.
I could say I just don't have a needle on it. I forgot. I was so excited I forgot to put a syringe on it. The actual needle tip for the syringe.
Okay, that is amazing.
Like I've got a
love it.
vial and I had like somehow preloaded it, but maybe when I pulled it out, the needle was still in. I was too excited. I pulled the needle out and just have like a needleless syringe. I just punch him in the neck a little bit.
The cover is still on the needle. Like it's got that little twist off thing for the sharp. That's still on it.
okay. That worked. Yeah, just like jab. Oh, yep. I got you. I was keeping you on your toes. Dang, well, lost that element.
Oh, one of these sorts of groups. A bunch of rogues.
Oh, hey, you want to hold him down now? Now that he said that, yeah, I'll just want to kind of hold him.
You think I am a rogue? I'm not rogue. I'm hunter. I shoot you. Okay?
Like they literally just told you she was a hunter.
What are you threatening an Imperial officer for?
We're not
I'm not
threatening.
threatening nobody. I
Oh.
tell how it is. I am a hunter. I'm not rogue.
Rude is rude, okay?
Did I say I was rogue?
No, not
no,
you.
I
Imperial
said I
officer,
was
not
hunter.
you. The Imperial
You
officer
just-
is rude.
Tried to
Wait,
in the
you were all red?
what?
What?
I'm not red. I don't have blood on me yet.
What?
Well, just strap him in the seat.
Yeah, we're just
Yes.
gonna drag this man into the medical chair and just strap him in.
Like,
He's
are
a
we,
really sick man. He needs
So-
help, okay?
judging by Norin's reaction, I suppose you really actually wanted me to do some sort of checkup on him. I'm so
Honestly, yeah.
disappointed, Captain. But
For Isacel's right there's like, okay, everyone,
It's like, what?
calm down. Let's get our friend in the chair, and then we can take care. Give them the medical check. Stop with this sneaky stuff, Shen. What did I tell you? Be in their face about it.
fine.
Your face about
And then
what?
just outside in the hallway, there's a Z with the floor polisher just slowly walking by.
As he walks by, Shin hands him 5 credits.
And then
Yeah, whatever.
the door closes. You don't want to see this.
How was I supposed to know that we have?
Just get them in the chair.
Do you take the binders off?
No. Shin won't let them take them.
Oh,
If someone
we're
even
gonna-
goes to do it,
It's
What are you doing?
first sit him down, bind the legs, and then start unbinding the arms.
move everything away from him first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Norin, since you have my blaster on you, can you back up about 5 feet?
Norin's already all the way up against the cabinets, hands in their hair, what the crap is going on?
Yeah. We're gonna bind his feet first, and then we'll undo the binders on his arm and then bind his arms down. Oh, just section by section, just keep adding binders.
I've got duct tape too. Hold on.
No, we don't need the duct tape. We got the straps on this chair right here. We've used them before.
How am I going to tape his eyes open? All right. I guess we're not at that stage yet. Never mind. Okay. I suppose I should do a checkup then. Hello, my name is Shin. I'll be your doctor today. Do you have any pre-existing medical conditions? Yada yada yada. That I should know about stuff like that. You cold or anything?
Well, yes, I do have a slight ionic imbalance.
No, fantastic. I'll take a note of that. Shin does not have anything in his hands. He's just putting gloves on. It's just like, okay. Noted. All right. So you need, what, electrolytes or something?
Yes, I do seem to have to be taking a lot of the extra electrolyte food that they give us.
Shin's a little curious. Is this an ongoing thing? Or a recent thing?
Relatively recent, within the last couple of months, yes.
Oh, but not since you've been here. Okay.
No,
all right,
not
never
since I've no.
mind. All right, well. all right,
And
let's-
the officer, while yes, arms are bound to the chair, all of that, he is still trying to do. You can tell that this officer is a hand talker,
Yeah.
so the hands are just going, not trying to test the bonds from what you can tell,
Just
but
moving his
is just sort of
hands.
moving, arms are just moving against him.
You know what? Just Issa sells right there. Norin, let's go take care of our thing. We'll leave our friend here with these two.
As
Now,
you leave, Shin's doing the little reflex test on his knees, even though his feet are tied up.
Legs twitch.
Shen, since you'll
yeah.
need both your hands, make sure your comm unit is on headpiece, okay?
Yep. Sure thing, Captain.
Make sure it's not, on. We don't want to distract you or your friend, okay?
Yep.
Same
roger
with you,
that.
Ghidra. All right, Norin,
Oh,
out the door with me.
Okay.
And as soon as we're walking away, going on comm. Shen, can our Imperial friend hear me? Are you on headset?
Oh, yeah, Captain.
That doesn't. So does that mean he can hear me? Or...
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me step aside. Now I'm across the room. Just pulls a curtain. You should be good, Captain. Whatever you need.
Okay, I need a couple of things. First, if anyone knows that they're here. If they do, then we need to make sure that we play it very subtly. Make sure to know. Don't just assume. If someone knows they're here, play subtly and then find out why they took out the engine if they can find out. And then
Okay.
2.
I can find that out for you.
And then 2. Have fun and find out whatever you need. That's honestly all we need to know. Find out, once we know why they did hyperdrive, you can learn whatever you want. Me and Norn can fix the ship.
Oh, I wonder what the first song you ever learned to sing as a child was. All right, Captain, I'll talk to you later. You have fun doing your thing. I'll take care of this.
And then Isasa looks over to Norn. If we have any kind of recording software on this ship, can you please delete everything over the last, from when we walked on with our friend to when we closed that lab door, and make sure the lab has no cameras on.
Shin's
Norn?
already been digging through corners and the ceiling and stuff. Like,
Can you do that for me, Norn?
I don't understand what's happening.
Norn?
I guess? Did I just get involved in a bunch of anti-imperial criminal stuff?
No.
intelligence gathering.
We're checking
This
up on
is-
our friend.
I'm starting to put together a couple of dots about Shen.
There
Shen
are
just
never
wants
any
us to ask questions, pretty much questions, and to find out why they took hyperdrive from this ship. I don't know why, so we find out. Then we ask questions like, who's your girlfriend, and why are you here, and what's your shoe size? Important things.
I don't leave dots behind. Who am I, Coronet Jones?
While he's restrained and I'm being asked to delete all recordings.
Yes. It's okay. I don't know why you have to delete recordings or
This
why
is
he has to be tied up.
Bad
But
feelings.
maybe they just
bad
feel-
feelings all
don't know.
around.
Oh. You feel bad? Do you need sick stuff? I hope you feel better. I have them.
No, I'm just gonna go fix the engines. Bye.
Oh, don't worry,
Okay.
Norn. I'll be with you the entire time.
Bye,
That's fine.
Norrin.
As we pick up our repair gear and leave Kedra and Shen with our Imperial friend.
Just now an accomplice to a crime. That's fun.
I-
Norrin, it's only a crime when they find out.
It's still a crime whether or not you get caught.
I think we asked lots of questions. Shin, okay?
Oh, I've got questions.
Oh, good. You ask, and I look intimidating. Yes?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I called you in here.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Norrin, can I have my blaster back?
I'm way too small for that. Yeah.
Sure.
Wait. Before we go in, does this look intimidating? Arr.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay, I do that.
But like, the smile less. Make it
Less
more
smile.
like.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Arr. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Curtain opens. All right, let's check you out.
I'm figuring that, yeah, Isabel and Norn are heading over. The 4 M's are following. I mean, they've got little stubby legs, so I'm figuring they're running. All of them with an individual tool. Like, one's got a wrench, one's got a large driver, stuff like that. And they seem to be, like, walking 2 by 2, chasing after Norn and Isabel, heading out to fix things.
Gotta go fix the sublight engines.
I'm figuring that the gangway tube has clear sides because why not make it terrifying as well? I mean, it's a beautiful view, but also it looks terrifying when you start realizing there's a very thin cover between you and the vastness of space.
That's why we have the suits.
But yeah, you can also see L185 with your large loader droid is on the outside of their ship with their magnetic feet, just slowly walking towards the back, carrying any tools or equipment from the ship that you are needing, and meeting you towards the engineering area.
Norn, this is great. It's gonna be like this last month where we're just all hanging out, fixing ships, taking care of stuff, ignoring whatever kind of shady stuff Shen does on his free time. It'll be a great time.
Captain, we are actively holding a captive Imperial officer and interrogating him, torturing him. Shen just tried to stab him with something, and I have poisons in there.
Norin, the Empire has done far worse than whatever Shen's going to do, I think.
Oh, I don't know about that, Captain.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Heroes of the Hydian Way. You can find show updates at linktree/The Hydian Way, and you can find me, Ben, on the socials at Deuterium Ice.
You can find me, Joy, at The Other Plays Podcast, Season 2 as Solana, and live on Twitch TV /JoyfullyMe2, playing a variety of games.
You can find me, Erica Goodwitch, on a multitude of FFG podcasts, such as the Dicey Cantina, where you can hear more about that Phyrexian skull borer, and more as detailed on my Linktree /Erica Goodwitch.
You can find me, Zach, on the Tales of the Outer Rim podcast, our Linktree Tales of the Outer Rim, and I guest GM this season of Tales from the Grey Library.
You can find me, Henry, everywhere as @SimDisorder with one Y and one I in that order.
And we are all at thehydianway.com, where you can find previous episodes and previous seasons.
You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Plus, you can help us out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing.
You can holocom us at heroes@thehydianway.com, and you can find merch at tpublic.com/user/thehydianway.
If you like what we do and want to support the show, you can find us at patreon.com/thehydianway.
Or you can send the team some calf at kofi.com/thehydianway.
I almost read that last line as Shen for some reason. And my brain was just like, if you like what we do and want to support the show. Like, wait, no.
All right, and stop.
Captain, we are actively holding a captive Imperial officer and interrogating him, torturing him. Shen just tried to stab him with something, and I have poisons in there.
Norin, the Empire has done far worse than whatever Shen's going to do, I think.
Oh, I don't know about that, Captain.
I think.
I couldn't help myself. Just trying to be quiet. I couldn't. I'm not going to do. I have a plan, and it's nothing bad. It's actually going to be quite the opposite. I promise.
Okay,
At
no.
least
Erica
start.
loves every single second of this. I'm just making absolutely sure this is clear. Erica, fine. Norin is the problem.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of figuring that.
I'm just
I'm
making
not going
that
to do
clear.
anything un-podcast worthy. I promise. It's definitely we're definitely not going to cross any lines with the
Oh, yeah.
interrogation.
Erica is like,
everything's-
yeah, down with the Empire.
Well,
Norin's not there yet.
I'm not a war
all
criminal.
fair.
Nor in Jesus.
Okay. Okay, we're actually pretty close to when I'm wanting to end the episode, so I'm figuring maybe a scene. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with leaving things there.
Yeah.
Having
That
that be
works.
the end of the episode, the laughter turning into an outtake, and yeah, because I honestly I can't think of anything that would be like 5 minutes, because I'm not really wanting to go too long. If we do
Mhm.
another scene, it's going to be like 10, 15, and I prefer not to do that.
I would say, if you need 5 minutes, we could do the question at the end here.
Yeah, I meant to bring that up.
Wait,
Ask a question.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
density.
yes.
Take your pick.
Oh my gosh, I just showed my son Back to the Future not too long ago, and you are my density. What?
We don't need to get them
Why
more
wouldn't it be as
powerful.
powerful when it's the same hyperdrive just...
I think the backups in this system, like general hyperdrive is like the multiplier is different for the backup drives. Backup drives are like 15 times slower or something like that.
Yeah.
I blame Empire Strikes Back.
That's like having a spare tire that's flat.
Well,
Like-
I mean, spare tires can only go so far, so fast. They have. I used to work on tires. Tires do have
Yeah.
a speed and a distance rating, and they are not much.
we're about
So much of it is the Empire Strikes Back bit of how did the Millennium Falcon get to the Bespin system.
Mm.
Did it take months? Did they have a backup hyperdrive that just took them a long time?
6 years later, full bearded Han Solo.
Well, it explains how much training Luke got.
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
It's like time lapse, but not explicitly. Any which way, that was a nice blooper.
So much sabotaging in this game.
I do love how everyone's going to sabotage. Okay, fair. There was less sabotage than the last one. Don't mind me.
A little gun shy from the sabotage.
There's a reason we're all like, it's sabotage. It's like, wait.
Wait, smell all the vents. Did any of them smell clean? I have to know. I have to know.
Burke, Samno, are you there?
Oh God, they found us. We have to hide.
No, Keecher has to
We're
hide.
just- We were
No, I
just
mean
trying to
they're
get away
wanting to
from
hide
them.
from us. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at this point, I'm assuming that Trelway, I chose it.
I was just thinking before the session, like, Norton's been way too chill and, like, actually calm this up until now. Perfect. Now we get anxious, wired Norton. Perfect.
Like, Issa Cell's right there. It's like, okay, everyone,
It's like,